you doing, guys? How are you doing? How are you doing? How are you doing, all subscribers and viewers? I'm happy to be on, and I'm so pleased to be on. Make sure my mic is turned on. I want to talk a little about, I don't talk very long, because I know you guys don't like the long. You need to spend a little more time to watch your videos because I'm making the videos as short as is possible. No, I'm going to talk about who? Boom, 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 boom. Bounty killer, bounty killer. That's the guy I'm going to talk about, right? You know that sometimes we have to be careful of the words that we say about persons. We must always let our words be kind because unkind words have a way of coming back to haunt us, right? And why I'm saying this is just to say that sometimes another popular person, I think, footer, hype, sometimes say something. Maybe he thinks he's doing well in his own way, but sometimes it will come across in another way to others whom he is really referring to. Like when he refers to Bounty as being a groupie. Well, he didn't say why, but based on what I've been listening to him saying, it was as a kind word to say about somebody, And he could have used say something else, but he chose to say that. However, what I'm looking at now is words are like two-edged swords. When they leave us, it pierces wherever it goes. It cannot be taken back. And as I remember this memory gem, a spoken word and a spade arrow cannot be taken back. It's gone, right? Now, when we look at how Bounty could have dealt with it in a more aggressive way, he did come out and say how he feels, right? And it was not altogether a nice term, as I say, calling a person group, because most of these artists, I think, based on what I've been observing and watching over the years, most of them came up through Bounty Killer's, initiatives, and he gives them opportunities, and he allows them, and he's there with them just the same. Even though at times you will have a falling out, and it's good that people can disagree to agree, and they can mend their ways, and things can go good. No, when Footer made that comment, it make it seem as if he's a hypocrite, because today he will say one thing and the next day he says something else. So it's like you have to be so careful. Even me myself saying this just now, it may come at me, but don't come at me. He has to be so careful to choose what he says and be careful of what he says, right? Because things have a way of moving, life has a way of moving around like a circle. Today you're in, tomorrow you're out, right? Um, his personality may have persons, you know, seeing him as disgusting, but maybe that's his personality. That's Footer. Or trying to get knowings, meaning that he was once with them and he may be feeling the need now that he's out there lost. So he would want to come back. So talking about them now would sort of bring him back into a more, as the parlance is being used, knowings, but they're not giving him any recognition. And I think that will make him feel a little off, right? He must feel funny, because if they were recognizing him, he would have been even more vocal in a more positive way towards them. But he realizing too that they're not paying him any mind. So it's like he's just saying whatever he's saying, and then he doesn't care who it hurts. He's just saying it. And I think he ought to be a little more careful. Then I also look at how Bounty reaching out now about Vanessa Bling, who was with the group but apparently is trying to do her thing and seems to be doing very well. But Bounty still thinks that Vanessa Place belongs to the group and should be an asset there. So they must realize now that Lisa Hyper is out, Vanessa Bling is not there. Maybe there are other persons too. And it would show as if the group is still lacking that cohesiveness, that togetherness, because everybody is not in. And I'm wondering if everybody will be in. Everybody can be back someday, but when, we don't know. Only time will tell. Only time will tell. Because Lisa is struggling and she's out there. Apparently, I don't see her going back to the group. No, maybe Vanessa. Vanessa may. And that is why I think Bounty is reaching out to her for her to come, because more than likely Bounty is seeing where the team needs something more. And if the team is so obviously lacking something, it means that the team will not be able to go forward into making it a dream possible. Because they have been together and they all gel together, things go together, things melt up, you know. But Bounty now sees himself as a middleman. He's trying to get things back together because as an artist, maybe he is realizing too that these persons are missing. And that is why he came more strongly on Lisa the other day. But no, he's more or less asking for Vanessa to come because he sees Vanessa as an asset to the group, or to the team, I should say. Right? And remember that he came out strong, right, to tell her to stop the nonsense. But we realized that Lisa was not herself then, so she was just spitting out words. But he still told her to cut down. And even Lisa herself commended him because she has high respect for him. But I'm wondering if Lisa had stayed on a little more and have a little more patience, if things would have turned out better, because everything just happened at the same time. So, and instead, she's now out and is not with the team. So, maybe that's why too Bounty now is speaking about Vanessa Bling, right? He's thinking that Vanessa Bling should return. But I hardly think so. But even then, who am I to judge? She may return, but maybe she will not return now. You know, she may not return now. So she'll be doing her thing, and possibly, she just may return. She just may return. And it would also help the group to be in a more positive way. Positive, right? But time will tell if she will return, right? But we have to be commending persons who have been with the team just the same, because in my opinion, Bounty is a gap. He's in the gap, in my opinion, and he's trying to see how best he can get the team back flowing. It's not going to be a hard work or easy walkover, but he's still trying. And maybe too, Vibes Cartel would still too see that the group has changed. But persons say they are Gazans, will be Gazans. But when you have some key persons who occupy some key roles, not being in those positions, then it may eventually affect the whole performance of the team. So if they are going to have a show and it's not satisfying enough for people to still compliment the team with other persons, then it may cause the team to water down, because one person cannot be the team. One person cannot carry through the team. It needs an entire body of persons to make the team possible, to make the dream work. So no team, no dream, weak team, weak dream. And looking at it like this now, persons are not going to be quick to spend their money when they know that it's not up to the level as how it used to be or should be. So you will have a drawback. So it could mean that people's career maybe will end soon if things are not going the way it should go. So maybe I think that, in my opinion, that is why Bounty is coming out now on Vanessa Bling, because Vanessa, as I say, Vanessa is out and Lisa is out. And maybe there are others too who are on the side, just looking on or watching or not paying any attention anymore. So it can destroy the group. The group can be destroyed. So, guys, tell me what you think. Subscribers, please, if you haven't subscribed us yet, please do so. And for those who have subscribed, I'd like you to watch the videos too. And guys, I need you to watch the videos, because I need the watch hours, man. And people are not watching, they just skip, spend a half a second if they spend any time, and then you guys don't comment. Great things are happening at Anti-DTV, and you guys are not commenting, man. Like up the video, man. Make the thing look like something is happening, man. So, guys, I'll catch you in my next video. Peace out. Bye.